Hello everyone, I'm Himani Singh, working as an assistant professor in Pharmaceutics Department in Smriti College of Pharmaceutical Education, Indore. And welcome to the part 3 of unit State of Matter. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the gaseous state. We are already known that the gases or the matter are basically depend upon two factors. One is intermolecular forces and the second one is thermal energy. We also know about the gaseous molecule are intermolecular forces in the gas are weak and they are basically far apart, and their thermal energy is high because the movement of the particle is very high and they are freely movable. So basically the property of the gas are basically they are highly compressible because when we squeeze out the particle in a gas, the particle compress very easily, so that they are highly compressible in comparison of liquid and solid. Here you can see a diagram, the jar which having a piston or a piston type of structure in it. If it is filled with a gas, the jar is filled with a gas, and you make a pressure or exert a pressure on this jar or container, so the gas compress easily because the molecule present in the gas are highly compressible. So the second one, they have lower density because the particle of the gas are lower, or the particle in the gas form is less as comparison of solid and liquid. The volume and the shape, and the next one is the volume and the shape. The volume and the shape of the gas is unfixed, or you can say it is not a fixed. So when we put a gas in a cylinder, it changed their volume and it changed their shape. So it exerts pressure in all directions. You see a balloon, when we blow a balloon, so the balloon takes a spherical shape. Why? Because the pressure of the gas exerts pressure, and the particle present in a gas exert the pressure in the same direction. So that's why the balloon shape is spherical. It makes evenly and completely in all proportion. What does this mean? That if we take two or more than two gases in a same proportion, in a different proportion, it can mix evenly and completely. So these are the basic properties of the gas or gaseous state. Now, what are the behavior? Have you understood about why these properties are different? So, in the gas law, we see different behavior. So, during the high pressure or high temperature condition, a tire inflated with air is at a risk of bursting. जब कभी भी हाई प्रेशर या फिर हाई टेम्परेचर एक्सर्ट होता है, तो मे बी हो सकता है कि जो टायर है, बाइक का टायर है, वो बर्स्ट हो जाए. सो और वाइल क्लाइंबिंग, जब आप क्लाइंब करते हो इन अ माउंटेन, यू स्टार्ट फीलिंग प्रॉब्लम टू इनहेल. व्हाई इज इट सो? क्यों होता है ऐसा? क्योंकि विद द चेंज ऑफ फिजिकल कंडीशन, change in the physical condition, the behavior of gaseous particle also deviate to their normal behavior. Why? Basically, the gas behavior are normal. Gas behave normal in various conditions if the pressure, temperature, or volume, temperature and pressure difference. So the gas behavior also deviate. So let us see more. Like all the gases generally show similar behavior when the conditions are normal, but with a slight change in the physical condition like pressure, temperature or volume show deviation which I say Act, the gas law are analysis of this behavior. So basically the gas law is depend upon because they analysis this behavior, how gas is deviated, through the different condition or maybe the variables. The variables like these are the variables or you can say measurable characteristic or property of a gas. The volume, temperature, pressure and it is a number of moles. So the variables of gas is true nature. Hence gas law are relation between these variables. So basically gas law is the relation between these variables to the gas, so that it can check or it can show the how gases behave. So according different scientists, these are some scientists, different scientists show and do the experiment how gas behave like different variables. So maybe basically the scientists basically constant with two variables, any one, volume, temperature, maybe pressure or number of moles. They constant to temperature, and now see how the remaining variables are relationship and how they are relate to each other. So the first law is Boyle's law. So according to the Boyle's law, if the pressure is double, then at a constant temperature the volume of the gas that is reduced. Why? Because when we put when we take the number of moles and temperature at a constant, we see the volume of the gas is inversely proportional to the pressure. So it means that when we increase the pressure in the gas, so the volume of a gas is decreased. The volume of the gas is inversely proportional. It decreases with the increase in pressure and increase with the decrease in pressure. So the reason behind or by this, because the reason is intermolecular forces between the molecule of a gaseous substances. It is in a free state, so gaseous substances occupy a larger volume of container due to the scattered molecule. When a pressure is applied to a gaseous substances, they come closer and occupy a lesser volume. So in other words, when the pressure applied, it is directly proportional to the density of the gas. And when we take this constant, like the PV is equal to K is a constant, and the formula which is depict here is P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. When we increase the pressure to P1 to P2, the volume automatically decrease or increase V1 to V2. So the next law is Charles' law. Here Charles' law, the number of moles and the pressure is now constant. Now see what the two variables or the two properties characteristics show their relationship. When the pressure and the number of moles constant, the volume of a gas is directly proportional to the temperature. It means that when we increase the temperature in a gas, the volume of the gas is also increased. Basically, this law is basically followed by hot air balloons. You can see hot air balloons. Here you see that in hot air balloons, when we give the temperature to the balloon, the volume of a gas or the balloon is more, and they get flight. So here it is right like this. V upon T is equal to K is a constant. So V1 is equal to T1 and V2 is equal to T2. So it's basically when we increase the temperature, the volume also increase. We decrease the temperature, the volume also decrease. The next one is Avogadro law. According to the Avogadro, at a constant temperature and a pressure, the volume of all gases constitute an equal number of molecules. In other words, this implies that the unchanged condition of a temperature and pressure, the volume of any gas is directly proportional to the number of molecules that is present in a gas. So here we take two constant here, P, pressure and temperature. So volume of a gas is basically depend upon or basically directly proportional to the number of moles. So you can write it like this: V upon N is equal to K, V1 upon N1 is equal to V2 upon N2. So next one is Gay-Lussac law. Gay-Lussac law is basically in the Gay-Lussac law, we put number of moles and volume constant, and we see the relationship between the pressure and temperature. So the pressure, it is also known as the pressure temperature law. While building an air thermometer, Gay-Lussac accidentally discovered that fixed volume and mass of gas. Here the gas mass, the number of moles and the volume of a gas is fixed, and the pressure of a gas is directly proportional to the temperature. So it means if we increase the pressure or the temperature, increase the temperature of a gas, the directly pressure also increase. So the above gas law provides us with an indication of various properties of gases at a changed condition of a temperature, pressure and volume or mass. These laws seem trivial, but these find great importance in our day-to-day lives, from breathing to hot air balloon or vehicle tires. So the deviation of gases behavior condition may affect all. So basically the property of a gas are basically these, and which property are behaved and the gas, how gas behaving. So if we condition are not appropriate. So these are the laws here. Thank you.